Subsequently, the Bakau Craft Market and latterly the new Birkama Craft Market were also built. The significant achievement demonstrates the commitment of government to enhancing the role of craft markets in the promotion and development of tourism and its contribution to the socio-economic well-being of Gambians.
She implored members of the Federation to better prepare for the winter season with a new slogan she called "No Hustle, No Harassment." Officially launching the Federation, the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Aja Aissatou said he lauded the initiative of establishing a federation, noting that in unity lies strength. She sought government's commitment to continue providing the enabling environment for all stakeholders in the industry, including the craft market vendors, to operate productively to the development of the country.
The tourism industry is undergoing, as I said earlier on, a very critical phase, characterized by certain turbulence. We all know at the global level what is happening. Everything is going down in terms of economic, financial crisis, and is reflecting in tourism as well. You have a lot of hotels in Europe and elsewhere with nobody occupying them. So it's not only in Africa that we may face that problem, but I'm telling you that throughout the world, tourism is one of those industries that is undergoing a crisis. Thus the need for us all to be innovative and forward-looking and competitive as well. That surely cannot be overemphasized.
Officials believe the contribution of the informal sector, such as the craft markets, to the sustainability and development of the tourism sector remains an integral part of the tourism policy. However, the Craft Market Federation is expected to work closely with the tourism industry through the Gambia Tourism Board to examine issues surrounding the operation of the markets, including product innovation and refraining to meet customer care and satisfaction and adhere to regulatory mechanisms. The Federation is also expected to serve as a mouthpiece to the association. Mama J, GRTS.
Celebrations marking World Population Day kicked off today with the opening of the national conference presided over by Her Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Aissatou Saidi. The event, jointly organized by the National Population Commission Secretariat and the United Nations Population Fund, has the theme Rekindled Commitment Towards Universal Access to Reproductive Health. Mama J again.
World Population Day has been celebrated globally for more than 20 years now to mark the significance of population trends and its related issues. It is also meant to engage people to be committed to the opportunities and the challenges presented by the growing human population on the surface of Earth. In the Gambia, the day is used as a platform for selling products as a program and creating opportunities for possible collaboration and capacity building. Universal access to reproductive health services is a theme for this year's commemoration. The Director of Population Affairs, Sekou Trawale, described universal access as a means of providing relevant information and services that are accessible and acceptable by all. According to Mr. Trawale, the problems of reproductive health remains the leading cause of ill health and death for women of childbearing age worldwide.
World Population Day may only come once a year, but these are concerns that we need to consider all year round. Our women first are partners in development. Their voices need to be heard, and they need to be seen as partners in terms of deciding the timing, the number, and spacing of their children. Access to SRH services and information is a fundamental human right. Quality education for all should be a birthright. Family planning is a means to achieving sustainable development.
The UNDP-UNFPA country representative in the Gambia, Chinwedike, who believes the event is a stock-taking moment, said the forum is meant to determine the way forward in fulfilling the commitments made by governments all over the world, including the government of the Gambia.
Given birth should be the most joyous occasion in our lives. Yet, this very process takes the life of so many women worldwide. Every day, some 800 women die in pregnancy or childbirth, and from complications that are very often preventable.
The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Aja Aissatou Saidi, said the government of the Gambia continue to demonstrate high level of political will and commitment in addressing population and reproductive health as well as gender issues by establishing an operational framework to ensuring a sound management of population and development issues.
In the Gambia over the years, significant achievements have been registered in both maternal and child health. For example, the maternal mortality ratio, we all have recognized has been, well, according to our figures and statistics, we've not taken statistics as of now, but as of 2001, we can quote those. The ratio has declined from 1,050 per 100,000 live births, that is in 1990, to 730 per 100,000 live births in 2001. It could be less now. 2001 is a long time. But a census is coming very soon, next year, so we'll be able to know the figure. And of course, the under 5 and infant mortality rates have reduced from 135 and 84 to 99 and 75 per 1,000 live births, respectively, between 1990 and 2003. These achievements registered by the Gambia are as a result of a combination of factors that include the prioritization, for example, of health on government's development agenda.
The Permanent Secretary Office of the Vice President, Lamin Nyabali, stated that access to sexual and reproductive health is important in the attainment of the MDGs and the Vision 2020 National Development Blueprint. Mama J, GRTS.
Broadcasters at the radio arm of the Gambia Radio and Television Services have commenced a 2-week in-house training program. The course curriculum is designed to arm participants with skills and techniques capable of improving the quality of programs produced by the radio. Samuel Barr tells us more.
This is the latest batch to benefit from a 2-week-long training program as part of efforts by the management of the state broadcaster to enhance the capacities of its staff. It is no secret that the broadcasting industry the world over is rapidly evolving, and thus the need to keep abreast with budding challenges and dynamics of the fast-growing industry. The training will thus focus on key areas deemed pertinent for broadcasters, such as program formatting, radio program production methods, as well as the essential techniques of local language translation, among a host of other areas.
In the coming 2 weeks, we will try as much as we can to introduce you to the basics of radio program production techniques and some of the things that it would take to make a good program.
Officials were unequivocal in their words about the impact the training could inject in the institution's service delivery.
Since broadcasting is a specialized area, as mentioned by the Director of Radio Programs, the most valuable assets, we will also agree that the most valuable assets of an institution is its human resource base. Therefore, GRTS places a high premium on training.
Training is essential. What is only important when it is put into good use.
For the Deputy Director General of GRTS, capacity building is something his institution remains committed to.
We will try to continue to make sure that these trainings take place at least twice a year. Every 6 months we'll try to create an avenue for these types of courses to help you to upgrade in your skills as writing and talking. We live in a very small, globalized world now, and we are in a big competition with other broadcasters.
It is the most recent training for radio broadcasters as part of efforts by the GRTS administration in further enhancing the capacities of staff. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Well, you can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS radio live. Well, time now to take our first break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned then.